lives in Missouri. He wrote his first novel, The Room on the Roof. His first novel was The Room and the Roof. The very beautiful novel, The Room and on the Roof. When he was 17 and has written more than 30 books for children. Just for 17 years old. 13 books for children. Was very attractive and concerned children's poet we call. So here, Grandma Clenching Tree. This point, Grandma Clenching Tree. So shows one's great ability to enjoy unusual events and actions. In this poem, the poet describes the substance of the poem Grandma Clenching Tree. So we see ability to enjoy the unusual events and action. Unusual events, not usual events. Opposite word, usual, unusual. Unusual events and actions. So, and in his autobiography, Ruskin Bond autobiography, which of the autobiography of Ruskin Bond? So here, scenes from a writer's life. This is the autobiography of Ruskin Bond, very important autobiography. So here, Bond talks about his Kolkata granny as a strange person who sat alone in the evening playing patience a card game. So here, Ruskin Bond written Grandma Clenching Tree. This is the short and very beautiful poem we see. So that I am going to pre-reading task. So before we read, you might have noticed some childish habits and desires in your grandmother. Now note it now. Lower grandmother childish habits. Now find out what. Examples are given. So number of examples are given. Can you think some of more? Make a list of them. For example, playing with marbles. So the grandmothers, aged persons, already aged persons, grandmother, grandfather. So childish activities, playing kites, riding bike, riding car, riding bicycle. Number of. So here, now here is a poem. The Grandma Clenching Tree has the very title suggests about a grown-up woman continuing childish habits and desires. Continuing childish habits and desires. Now we find the Grandma Clenching Tree. Find out what to do according to the poem. So here, first paragraph, first stanza of the poem. My grandmother was a genius. You would like to know why? Because she could climb trees, spreading or high. She would be up their branches in a trace. And mind you, when last the climb a tree, she was 62. Ever since childhood, she would have this gift for being happier in a tree than in a leaf. So in the first stanza, the poet Ruskin Bond describes to us what tells to us. The poet calls his grandmother a genius. Here we see the poet calls his grandmother a genius. Why the poet calls the grandmother was his grandmother was genius? This is the question. So in this answer, because she could climb trees. This is not unusually. This is not unusually. This is how to unusually because she could climb trees, spreading or high, even any tree, big or wide, any kinds of tree, she could climb a tree very easily and very enjoyable. So denotes to hers. She would be up their branches in a trace. Trace. The meaning of genius and trace means genius. Genius means unusual. Usual opposite unusual. Asamanya. So again, trace. Trace means very quickly, not slow. She was climbing a tree is not slow, very quickly. So this is the skill of the grandmother. Shortly we call grandma. Grandfather we shall grandpa. So here she would be up their branches in a trace, and mind you, when last she climbed to a tree, she was 62. So even the age of 62, this is the very important. Even the age of 62, she climbed a tree. She climbed a tree attractively. She climbed a tree very quickly. Spreading away any big top, any kinds of it, and the task she was very enjoyable climbing, not a very tough task according to the friend. This is the habit. This is the very strong habit. This belongs to us. So here we see when last she climbed a tree, she was 62. This belongs to us. Ever since childhood, she would have this gift. This is the gift. Yes, this gift. Yes, this gift. Even ever since childhood, at the age of even 62, this is the very strong habit. What the strong habit? Climbing a tree. Climbing a tree. This task was not difficult according to friend. This is enjoyable task. This is very interesting task according to friend, because this is the strong habit. Climbing a tree of the grandma was very strong habit. This belongs to hers. For being happier in a tree than in a lift. This is not difficult job of grandma. This is the very easy task of grandma. This belongs to us. In this first stanza, the poet Ruskin Bond belongs to us. His mother was, he calls his mother was genius. Why? The question in the first stanza we call why question to rise. So this is the answer, because the poet calls my grandmother was genius. His grandmother was genius. Why? Because she climbed a tree, spreading on high, very tall or broad any branches of the tree, very quickly climbed a tree, very easy and very skillful to climb a tree belongs to her. So all of kinds of climbings, so it denotes the poet calls his grandmother was very genius. This is the very important. So here, next the second stanza. And though as years went by, she would be told that climbing trees should stop when one grew old, and that growing old should be gone about gracefully. She would laugh and say, "Well, I will grow disgracefully. I can do it better." And we had to agree. For in all the garden there was a tree. So here in this second stanza, the poet, what's the poet's stanza tells to us? What tells to us in this stanza? Here, and through as years went by, number of years went by, year by year went by, she would be told either that climbing tree should stop when one grew old and that growing old should be gone about gracefully. Gracefully. Gracefully means respect. Gracefully means respect. Respect. What are the who are the suggestion of this granny? What are the suggestions? What did suggestion to grandma? Because what did suggestion? The number of well-wishers, family members, and neighbors all are suggested to grandma to stop the tree because even the age is very old. The age is even 62. So this is the last age. Last age according to neighbors and family members and well-wishers. So this is the very bad task according to well-wishers. This is the bad task because even at the age of 62, the climbing a tree job was very dangerous according to well-wisher. This job was very dangerous to grandma. So all of them to suggestion to grandma stop to climbing a tree. This is not gracefully. This is in the age factors according to well-wishers. So ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ she would laugh and say the reaction of the grandma, the suggestion of the well-wishers. What's the reaction of grandmother? So the grandmother reaction, yeah, she would laugh and say, well, I will grow disgracefully. Gracefully opposite word disgracefully. Disgracefully and disrespect. Respect, disrespect. So again, we will grow disgracefully and also tells I can do it better. ಅಂದ್ರೆ she can do it better. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಾವಿದಿನಿ. She can do it better. Okay, she will grow disgracefully. ನನಗೆ ಅಗೌರವವಾಗಿರೋದೇ ನನಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಹೊರತು ಹಾಗೆ that is thus was not interest ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So and we had to agree. So finally we had to agree for all the garden there was a tree. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಅನಿವಾರ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಆಕೆ ಅದೇ ಮರಳು ಗಾರ್ಡನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ all the family members all well-wishers neighbors to agree this grandma's result. So here you let's go to the third stanza. She had been at one time or another, having learned to climb from a loving brother when she was 6, but it was feared by all that one day she would have a terrible fall, and the outcome was different while we were in her. She climbed a tree and couldn't come down. So the first stanza, the poet discussed about the first stanza. What else to tell us? So she had not been up at one time or another, but it was feared by all that one day she would have a terrible fall. What did well-wisher fear? What did well-wisher fear? Because well-wisher feared because one or another day she would have a terrible fall. Because she was grown-up person. She was the grandma age was 62. So this is the over age according to well-wishers. So all of the well-wishers and family members are feared. Having learned to climb from a loving brother when she was 6, just she was 6-year-old girl. Her loving brother learned to climb a tree. Just he climbed a tree, but could not come down. She climbed a tree, but could not come down. All of the family members are going in town. She climbed a tree, but could not come down. What denotes to us? Here, these lines. Here, these lines denote to us. She was not able to come because his was very over. Even 62, the ability strength, the ability was very weak, not to come down, to under. So this was not, this task was very difficult according to grandma at the time. So we see. Let's get to the fourth stanza. After this, the doctor took Granny's temperature and said, I strongly recommend a quiet week in bed. We sighed with relief and tucked her up well. Poor Granny. For her, it was like a brief season in here, confined to her bedroom, while every breeze whispered of summer and dancing leaves. So in the fourth stanza, the poet, what tells to us? So after the race, so ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. So grandma climbed a tree, but could not come down. So the risk was here. The risk was gone. So the family members called the doctor to see the grandma. At the time, the doctor took Granny's temperature. So, who took Granny's temperature? The doctor took the Granny's temperature. So, the doctor suggested to Granny. What suggested to Granny? A quiet week in bed. In a week, bed rest. The doctor suggested to Granny in a bed rest 1 week bed rest. So this is the strongly recommended. This is the strongly recommended or strongly suggested. We sighed with relief and tucked her up with. This is what this line tells to us. All of the family members are relieved that tension because grandma was not climbing a tree in a week. In week. 1 week. So we are not responsible, very responsible, not responsible because she was bed rest. So this is the relief of family members because granny was not ready to living in home. She was going to out of the way, out of the house and climbing a tree. This is the very usual task, very usual habit. But doctor suggested granny just for 1 week bed rest. So this is the relief of the tension of the family members. We sighed with relief also, okay? Poor granny, for her it was like a brief season in hell. How was the granny in a bed rest 1 week? Who was the granny in a bed rest 1 week? Hey, lucky. 1 week bed rest a day, but appreciate it. No. For granny, it was like a brief season in hell. Brief season. This the bed rest of the doctor session. This was very strong irritation of the grandma. This kind of members. So confined to our bedroom. Our bedroom allu saha where every breeze whispered of summer and dancing leaves. So stop by very light breeze and dancing of the leaves in summer. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕೆ ಹೊರಗಿನ ಯೋಚನೆ ಬಹಳ ಇದೆ ಹೊರತು ಆಕೆ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿ ಬೆಡ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳಿ. So let's get to the fifth stanza. But she had held her peace till she felt stronger. Then she sat up and said, I will lie here no longer. And she called for my father and told him undaunted that a house in a treetop was what she now wanted. My dad knew his duties. He said, that's all right. You will have what you want, dear. I will start work tonight. In the fifth stanza, the poet tells to us what tells to us. So here, what's the duties of the grandmother's son? What's the duties of the grandmother grandson? Here we see how to say grandmother's son was a dutiful person. So here we say grandmother's son was a dutiful person. How? She had held her peace till she felt stronger. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾಗಿ ಬೆಡ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತು. Next, then she sat up and said and demanded to her son. What demanded to her son? Grandma demanded to her son. What demanded to her son? So, build a house in a tree top. First, she demanded to her son. She called her son and told to build a house in a tree top. So this is the demand of the grandson. Because she says, I will lie here no longer. ನಾನು ಮನೆಯೊಳಗಿದ್ದೆ ಬೆಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ದಿನ ಇರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. First of all, the grandma calls her son and demanded to build a house in a tree top. This is the demand of the grandson without hesitation, undaunted. Here, undaunted means without hesitation. ಯಾವುದೇನು ಮುಜುಗರ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ನನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಡಿಸೈನರ್ ಆಕೆ ತನ್ನ ಮಗನ ಹತ್ರ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಟು ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಎ ಹೌಸ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಟ್ರೀ ಟಾಪ್. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ವಾಂಟೆಡ್. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಮೈ ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಆಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಎ ಹೌಸ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಟ್ರೀ ಟಾಪ್ ವಾಸ್ ದಟ್ ಶಿ ನೌ ವಾಂಟೆಡ್. ಈಗ ನನಗೆ ಆ ಮನೆ ಬೇಕು, ಮರದ ಮೇಲಿನ ಮನೆ. ಮೈ ಡ್ಯಾಡ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಹಿಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂಟೀಸ್. He said that's all right. You will have what you want, dear. I will start work tonight. So in this last two stanzas, the two lines denote to us what lines tells to us how to fulfill of the grandmother desires to us. Is we say grandmother's grandmother, son was very beautiful person. Let's get into the last stanza here. With my expert assistance, he soon finished the poem, made a tree house with windows and a door. So Granny moved up, and now every day I climb to her room with the glasses and tray. She sits there in state and drinks sherry with me, upholding her right to reside in a tree. In the last stanza in this poem, Grandma claims a tree. What tells to us? What's understand to us? Here, who assisted to finish the task of grandmother's son? So here, grandson. Who is the grandson here? Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond was the grandson of grandma. Ruskin Bond's father was a beautiful person. He was very beautiful person to belong to us. That's all right. I will build a house in a tree top. So, with the expert assistance of the Ruskin Bond, to start that night, made her a tree. That what kinds of the house to build on the tree? What kinds of tree? What are the facilities of that house? Here we see windows and a door. A house with the windows and a door. So Granny moved up, and now every day. So ಸೊಗಸಾದ ಮನೆಯನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. So that the time his son and also grandson all are beautiful persons to build a house on a tree top, and with the and all of the facilities of the house. So his desire was fulfilled. Her desire was fulfilled. So that the time after the built house on a tree top, Granny moved up, and now every day. And Granny moved up and climbing a tree, and now every day. She sits, I climb to her room with glasses and tray. Hi, is I here? Grandson, Ruskin Bond here. Hi means here. Tells to her. What tells to her? The poet also climbed to room with glasses and tray. Number of materials to carry the house, carry the grandson, grandma. So she sits there in state and drinks sherry with me. What is the meaning of sherry? Sherry means yellow or brown colored wine. Maybe here, yellow or wine, yellow or brown colored wine. So pour means task. They are also what is the task to be here? Finish the house. Finish the task. Okay. Finish the house task. Here you see. She sits there in state and drinks sherry with him. With Ruskin Bond. Him means Ruskin. So upholding her right to reside in a tree. Upholding, making it clear to the world. Upholding means the new word meaning making clear to the world. At the time, her rights was fulfilled in the final way. Grandma tells, upholding her right to reside in a tree. ಈ ಮೂಲಕವಾಗಿ ತನ್ನ ಹಕ್ಕನ್ನ ತನ್ನ ಮಗನಿಗೆ ತನ್ನ ಹಕ್ಕನ್ನ ತನಗೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನು ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ವಯಸ್ಸಾದ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಅದು ಹಕ್ಕು ರೈಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಭಾವಿಸಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾ ಯಶಸ್ವಿ ಆದರು. ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ Ruskin Bond and also his father was responsible persons. They did not was. Who wrote the poem? Grandma climbs a tree. The poem belongs to us, grandson and also son and grandson also the risk of the build a house in great rock. This is not a difficult job according to grandson or son. Very easily and enjoyable to task to do and share with me and even also grandson climbed a tree sharing with me with the grandmother and also very enjoyable life finally with the grandma. So throughout the way very important and also very easy and also funny all of the tasks here we are seeing remaining part remaining time.